Well, hi everyone. Welcome to the New England Racing Show. It's Manchester, New Hampshire, Community TV, Channel 23, and we're also on YouTube and on Facebook this time. And I'm your host, Bill Sturgis. Well, yesterday was Veterans Day, and we have a special show for you today in honor of veterans. And we're going to talk about the Waterford Speed Bowl, which is a 1/3 mile asphalt track in Waterford, Connecticut. Let's see, how do you get there? You just go down Route 395. If it's about 10-20 miles past Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods, and everyone knows where those are. So that's where it is, near the shore in New London and Waterford. It's a track that's been there since it opened up in 1951. Almost as old as I am, not quite. Opened up as a crushed stone surface, but it got too dusty, so they paved it over. And it's one of our favorite tracks. We've run there quite a bit with our midget. And right now they run 6 divisions. SK Modifieds, which is a little more step down from the Tour Modifieds as far as money goes, but not talent. I mean, they have some really talented people that race those. The SK Light Series, which is another step down engine-wise, but just as nice cars, and that's like a stepping stone to the SK Modifieds. They also run late models, street stocks, mini stocks, and the Legends cars. And it's just a real exciting show. The races aren't these 150-lap drawn-out affairs where everyone falls asleep and people just ride around. It's 30, 40, 50 laps, and really, it's all-out racing, which is just what we want to see. We've been down there, and we'll race our race, and I can't wait to watch the other races. It's just real exciting stuff. And we broadcast from there back in April at their blast-off weekend, and again, we were there in October for their last big show. I think the fall finale, whatever they called it. It was pretty exciting. So those are on our previous shows. It's one thing that makes it such a good track is that it's a driver's track. It's not a horsepower track where the person with the most money wins. It's really a track where you can show your stuff, and if you've got talent, you're going to do well. But you need to do your homework and have a nice car, and do your work and make sure everything's up to snuff. It's one of the real old tracks that a lot of the used to call them Winston Cup racers. Now it's Sprint Cup, such as Jeff Bodine raced there quite a bit before he was a Cup star. Ron and Ken Bouchard, and a few others I'm not sure of. But want to show you a video that came from Waterford Speed Bowl. Their official historian is Tom Sid DiMaggio, and he does pretty much what I do. He takes videos, but he's exclusively at Waterford Speedway, and he doesn't just tape the races. He tapes special stuff and maybe some of the races, and it's just a nice library that he has of videos, and they're all up on YouTube. If you look up Sid's Vault Productions, like a bank vault, and also known as Sid's View. You go on YouTube and look that up, and you'll see a lot of wonderful videos. So we got permission from Tom Sid DiMaggio to show this special video today in honor of Veterans Day. And just to give you a little brief background of what it's about, Sergeant Steve Barrett, who races there, he wrecked his street stock last year shortly before he deployed to Afghanistan in the Army. Steve looks like he's about 40, 45 years old, which, it's tough. He's got a wife and kids, and he went overseas for a while. And his goal was to come back, fix his wrecked race car, and race this year. So this video was taped in May, spring of this year, and we want to show you how the people at Waterford Speed Bowl honor one of their fellow racers and a veteran. So let's roll the tape.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to meet one of our friends at the Speed Bowl. He has come back after serving our country and after protecting our freedom for the last year in Afghanistan and Kuwait. How about a hand, ladies and gentlemen, for Steve Barrett? A man who not only put his life on the line, he disrupted his life to protect our freedom. Steve, how does it feel to be back at your favorite track?
Unbelievable, phenomenal. The support has been incredible, both while I was away and since I've gotten back. It's just overwhelming.
Now tell me what you were up to in the past year. We haven't seen you around, obviously.
I was stationed in Afghanistan, a lot of work, helicopter maintenance work.
I know one of your goals was to keep up with all the action that was happening here at the Speed Bowl.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. Sid's View, all the Sid's guys really hooked me up, and I was sending DVDs, so I was able to keep up with everything that was going on here.
Well, we're going to talk more about Steve in a moment, but right now we want everybody to stand up. And Steve Barrett represents what's good about our country. One of the people who put it all on the line, and it's not just the military. As we learned last month, it was our first responders, our policemen, and our firemen. People all over the country who give up their freedom and their lives so that we can have our freedom. So now, ladies and gentlemen, to lead us in a Pledge of Allegiance, here's Steve Barrett.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
How much did you miss auto racing when you were there?
I just couldn't get enough. I ended up buying a remote control car while I was over there just to, run something, and I did pretty good. I only wrecked it twice, so I'm up on my street stock. I still have a street stock that I need to rebuild, but hoping to get out here maybe mid-season, near the end of the season. We'll do some laps out here.
So you hope to be back eventually here at the Speed Bowl behind the wheel?
For sure, definitely.
Okay, now we are going to turn the program over to somebody everybody knows as a head handicapper here at the Speed Bowl, Julie Windsor, the Duchess of Windsor, and Julie has some special words that she wants to say to Steve.
Hi everybody, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Steve, we have a little bit more going on here than just welcome you home, and please bear with me. I'm a little nervous. I've got a little story to tell you. 8 months ago when you left and we were all still here, you know how at the end of the night we're standing around and we're BSing and having a beer? We had one for you. And we've decided that we just really wanted to do something for you because you're out defending our country. So, and we wanted to get a lot of people involved, so we did some fundraising, and we have some gifts for you that I would like to present to you.
The best kept speaker in motorsports is about to be unveiled here at the Speed Bowl. You never know what Duchess has up her sleeve. So, and another heartwarming moment. If you're wondering who this is Teresa Barrett, the wife of Steve Barrett, who will be part of our opening ceremonies.
Okay, I got it now. The first gift we have for you, on behalf of Klein Electronics out of Encinitas, California, who I purchased my radios through, I have a brand new receiver for you to use when you do get your car fixed. Teresa said yours was a little bit of a rough shape. All right. Well, this one's free and it's new. All right. Bob, can you bring that one over for me? The next one here is kind of a personal gift from myself and my husband. It is very heavy, so Bob, you might want to hold it. Yep, you can just rip it off. It's only masking tape that you... I know a lot of you probably won't be able to see this, but what this is an autographed Ryan Newman crew shirt with the help of Charlie Pastriak and Gary Putnam, who used to be Charlie's crew chief, who now works for Earnhardt Ganassi Racing.
Wow, that's really cool.
I was able to speak with them. And the last one, Teresa, you're going to present?
Yeah, I'm going to present this one along with two of our best sponsors, Chip and Linda Allard. Guys, come on up with me. Chip, I'm going to let you hand it to Steve. This is something that Chip and I kind of cooked up together, and this one's for you too, babe. Love you. Shake it really hard. Yeah, you need to turn this way. So hopefully he likes it because he had no one say in what it looked like. We've got some of our best sponsors there, our Larry's Motor, Shylin with their Chip and Linda. Oh no, yeah, there's an animal on the back. And I want to thank Mark Case, he helped design it. So Mark, thank you very much, it came out awesome. All right, Julie, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Oh, wait a minute, I have one more thing to ask you, hon. You know how we have that room at the MGM coming up on the 19th and 20th? It's really, really awesome that Matt Buckler said something about doing your vows, because it's our 24th anniversary on the 20th of this month. Will you renew our vows with me when we're at the hotel? Thank you, honey.
Here comes the car.
Hey, Steve, we have one more gift for you, and if you look in turn 4, it's coming right now. And but now I can really tell you the whole story. This car is absolutely brand new. It started with a bare red frame, compliments of Pete Pollard, and every piece of pipe has been bent by hand. The interior tin, bead rolled, and I did some of it. Don't look at the crooked parts. Every ounce of it is brand new from scratch. The night that we decided to do this, we created Racers for a Soldier.
Pull it in on the Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll unblock you from the Facebook page. We literally started this the first trip that Jeff and I took to your house, because we were going to fix your car, but man, when you wreck them good. So August 6th was the first trip that Jeff and I took to your house. September 12th, which is a Wednesday night, was the first night that we fundraised. And the first words that we put out to fundraise, the first person to come to my tower upstairs was Treats, Pools, and Spa with a $200 cash donation. Ben Pollard and his mom, Stephanie, walked the grandstands that night, and we left with $400, and that's where it began. And we have literally raised over $7,000 and built you this car, which you know, if you had to do it from the ground up, is certainly going to be a lot more than that. The first guys that I would like to introduce you to are the Fab Five. Because literally we had 5 guys, very dedicated, twice a week at my house for the past 8 months. My husband, Jeff Windsor. And his nickname is the Chief. Pete Pollard, Hot Dog, and some of you may know the story on the hot dog. Pete made an 80-mile round trip twice a week to my house for almost a solid 8 months. Bob DeRozier, the brains, and if you just talk to him for 5 minutes, you'll figure that out. Steve McKee, Stomp, Don't know where it came. Oh wait, I know why. Because he is gas or go on the truck. Yeah. And Jim Phillips, the blame, because apparently if anything went wrong, that was Jim. And just so you know, out of these 5 guys, 2 of them have no idea who Steve was, and they gave up their time for 8 months to build this car. The next person that we really need to thank is Gary Espinoza and his guys from Larry's Auto Machine in Groton, because he took your motor, which if you didn't notice it was missing, it is missing, and redid your motor for you for free. And I know that you guys know what a motor costs for these divisions. And I have an extended list of people here to thank, because as you can see in this card, it's completely covered with lettering. Mike Sangermano from Magnus Transmission rebuilt your transmission and put the rear end together. We provided the parts, he put it all together. The rear end housing came from Jim Boyle, and he donated a ton of other stuff. Shantok Motors and Jeff Mellenbacher. And as you guys, if I call your name, if you want to come out of the grandstands, please feel free to come out, shake Steve's hand, and take the recognition that you all deserve. The 4 wheels are from Aero, compliments of Ted Christopher. Okay, Tree Spools and Spas, I talked about the first cash donation. Plainfield Shell, which is located up in Plainfield, Connecticut, is one of our personal friends. Bill Gasson, our parts guy here. Duraflex, we got the hood, the nose, and the tailpiece for free. That was also with the help of Ben Dodge. Ridge Service Center, Richie Hearn. Carnes Automotive, Russ Savoy, and he came all the way from Port Jefferson Station, New York. New England Race Fuels, John Holland, you're getting 15 gallons of Sunoco race fuel that you can get from back there. Jurassic Motorsports, which is Travis and his family, they run a street stock at Thompson and gave us a bunch of parts. What's up, Zach? Doug Sagalo of Sagalo Alternators and Starters in Norwich rebuilt your starter and alternator. Brad and Lisa Vogelsong, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight due to a family commitment. Lisa was instrumental in all the fundraising that we did. Mr. Reuter, Midas of North Providence, and Pipe Dreams of, I believe they're in West Warwick, and Steve Matera, who used to run here in Bandolero, his dad. He was instrumental in the exhaust system. And Gesick MPM, which is the company that Pete works for, donated all the zinc that we melted for the lead in your car. Now, there are people, Big Country Racing made a big donation. There's a ton of people here, and I by no means need to leave anybody out. Even my dad, who lives 360 miles away, donated money because he thought it was a great cause. We came for practice with this car on Tuesday, by the way. It is race ready. It is full of fuel. We put Tom Fox behind the wheel of this car, and he was impressed. I think you can make it go faster because he was a little scared, a little rust in the seat, but it is practiced and race ready. It has 4 brand new tires. Thank you to Hoosier Tire East and Robbie Summers. We'll give you 10 laps. You can run 50 tonight, but we'll give you 10 for practice. You think about that. That's all I have. I don't know if you would like to say anything, and then I have one closing statement.
Where do I start? Incredible. Thank you all so much.
And as his wife, I just want to say the support has been incredible. I've been amazed as Julie throughout this entire process how generous everyone has been. And thank you very much from the Barrett family.
Drive that car.
I would like to just say, on behalf of everyone involved, but most especially myself and the Fab Five, we can say this has been a long journey, and all our lives have changed for the better, and we thank you for that. Thank you.
ceremony, we need you to assemble underneath the Budweiser scoreboard, and we are going to have pictures being taken now. As Steve Barrett climbs in for the first time in his brand new ride, the animal is back in business. So Steve Barrett is firing that car up, and it's we had an in-car kick with us. All you can see right now is his smile. So Steve, hopefully he remembers how to do it. It's an old cliche. It takes a village to a child. It took an entire speedball to help out a driver.
Well, I've watched that video maybe 20 times, and it's still very touching. I want to say thanks again to Tom, Sid DiMaggio, and Sid Vault Productions for letting us use this video. Thanks also to the wonderful people of the Waterford Speed Bowl. This video goes to show you just what the racing community is all about. It's really one big family, as you can see, even though they're competitors. And it reminds me of when we raced quarter midgets. If one car got banged up, we'd bring it into the pits, and 4 other fathers of other cars would jump on the car, and we'd all be fixing the car so our fellow competitor could get out there. Really, that's what racing's all about. And most importantly, thanks to all the veterans whose service allows us the freedom to do what we do here. And I hope you enjoyed this special Veterans Day show as much as I did. Well, this Saturday night, we're going to go to the Lee Speedway banquet, and we'll be showing some of the highlights there. Upcoming shows, we still have True Value Valente Series Modifieds from Lee's Oktoberfest we want to show you. And hopefully there is another show down in New Jersey coming up, the Wall Turkey Derby at Wall Stadium. Going to try to make it down there. It's a 6-7 hour hike, but we'll try. We'll also be going to the NASCAR banquet in Charlotte, North Carolina, with my sons and showing you some of that. This winter, we want to show you some of the ice racing up north. Moultonboro, I believe, has a ice racing community, and they say that those guys are really crazy. So we'll be looking forward to showing you that. There's also some car shows coming up, racing shows that we'll be showing you. Bobby Seymour has one in Northborough, Massachusetts. We'll be going to that. We'll be taking a tour of his race car shop. So we'll make it through the winter somehow. If you sitting around and it's 2 feet of snow out there and you want to see some racing, just go on YouTube, look up Sid's Vault Productions, Sid's View it's also known as, and you'll get to see a lot of the racing from Waterford. Look up our previous shows up in Maine. There's Mainly Motorsports. There's plenty of stuff to keep you busy. Dave McGuire tapes stuff from Star, so hopefully there's enough video to keep us through till next April. But we'll be back next week, and we just want to thank you for joining us on this special day. And we'll see you next week.